I gotta be honest. I might need to watch this film again. And this is A24's The Humans. It's shoot directed by Stephen Carran, which is based off his play, and he wrote the screenplay for it. Um, Starring Amy Schumacher, Richard Jenkins, Steve Yoon, and it's a basically a story of a family getting together for Thanksgiving and having a Thanksgiving dinner while just slowly certain things about each family member they reveal. Uh, they basically reveal their dark secrets, and it's interesting, interesting. And the film, okay, I'm gonna say what I really liked about this film because this was this was unique. It's it's like a play, and it's done kind of like the play. This is based off play of it, I guess. But this, what I really loved about this film, or I wouldn't say love, respect, is that this film does, in theory, feels like a one stage act play. And it feels like it because in the movie, the film doesn't have any close ups. It doesn't, well, scratch that. The film doesn't provide any close ups on any of the actors for like a good hour. So you have a lot of wide shots, medium shots. Got one kind of. There's one shot in particular I'm thinking of. There's a lot of like wide shots on the characters where you feel distant from them, but you also it feels like you're observing these characters and observing their mood, the way that they interact with one another. Uh, you feel that something is off, and it's also dive into the direction of this film where it's strangely enough, it feels like this is like a dark, not crime, dark drama comedy with unusual suspense horror elements. But this is not a horror film at all. There's nothing, and that's strange because the movie slowly builds itself as a horror film, but it's not. It slowly builds to a very sinister feel to it, like some character or somebody is up to no good, and you feel it, then it subverts your expectations on what was building up in that particular moment. I would have to say this is probably my favorite Amy Schumacher movie. I'm not really a fan of hers, but here she showed some really dramatic acting. Her performance here, I mean, I'm not saying I mean, she's great, but I think this was a film that really resonated. Uh, at least for me, I thought her character was more interesting, and especially in the situations that all these characters kind of get to, where they basically reveal a lot of their issues and their family problems during a Thanksgiving dinner. And Richard Jenkins, he's cool in here, but he's good in almost everything. And I find it very oddly interesting that the film chooses to, for a while, there's no close ups. You feel that you're just observing these characters and then just their interactions. Then, when something devastating that's revealed with, about the character or something that they've learned, uh, then you have these close ups, and then you feel like perspectives has changed, and then people have different perspectives of each other that's changed. Everything changes once that pivotal moment in the film. Once that happens, uh, things start to feel closer. Things start to feel a little bit more claustrophobic. Things feel a little bit more uneasy, where tension of the family members become uneasy. I got to be honest, this will be a film that might bore a lot of people because really you're trying to figure out what the point of this film is. I'm still trying to process the film. And for me, I think it deals with family secrets, um, and how it tears apart a family, and how we as a family can try to rebuild and get through devastating times. But it was weirdly, and it was maybe different too. And I actually kind of really appreciate that it took a horror element, suspenseful kind of vibe. I thought, I thought it was gonna have like a similar build up to like It Comes at Night and Lamb, but then it does a 180 and does something completely different, which was very unique. Like I thought with the title, The Humans, shoot, I thought aliens were gonna come out at the end or something. That's just me. I mean, I think there's more to it with the title. I think the film is a observation of the dysfunction of human connections and human interactions and relationships and just how complicated it could get. That's just me from what I've understood from the film. Or maybe I'm misinterpreting it and maybe I need to figure it out the true meaning of what this film is about because I'm still learning it. I'm still processing the film. But it was interesting. I do recommend for those who are just huge cinephiles, but this is, different. It's like it's like with if Quentin Tarantino with if he wasn't so colorful and I wouldn't say lighthearted, but this is no Quentin Tarantino movie. It feels like it's kind of like it, but no way near. But again, this does feel like a just play adapted into a movie. So I could see this film splitting a lot of people, but I do recommend checking it out if you're curious to watch uh, another unheard A24 film. The Humans, have you seen it? Comment below, let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.